Hello, and welcome back. With the return of the channel, we have a new Malygos Druid deck for you that I like to call Big O'Malley. It combines elements of the Malygos package with a defensive package of large taunt creatures. Before we get to the deck, I'd like to remind everyone that every comment below is entered into a contest to win 2 free Hearthstone packs of the latest set. So what are the advantages of this list versus normal Malygos Druid? I built this to kind of fill in some of the problems that Malygos Druid had. Typically when you use Celestial Alignment, they'll either drop a Loatheb, that's when they'll play their counterspell in Secret Mage. And a lot of things to disrupt you where your next turn is lethal to you. By adding in large taunt creatures that you play for 1 mana, you get around that, right? They Loatheb you, you play Scrapyard Colossus, you don't lose the game. So really it's to stop people from punishing you for playing Celestial Alignment. Also, it's a great counter to Dirty Rat. A lot of people will try to Dirty Rat out your Malygos. They know every card in your deck. They know what your deck does. This version, they don't. They Dirty Rat you. They pull out Scrapyard Colossus. It's pretty much GG for them right there. On top of all that, it's just a really fun deck. Who doesn't like playing large minions basically free? The deck is super fun and super off meta, and if you like those type of things, you'll enjoy this deck greatly. That being said, let's get a couple of games in with the deck so you guys can see how it works, and hopefully I can answer some of your questions. So you want to basically throw back everything that isn't Celestial Alignment and Mana Acceleration, or defensive card draws. This is kind of a bad hand for us. We got 2 cards that will allow us to accelerate, 1 card draw, but everything else is really expensive. So that's unfortunate, but not too bad because we're playing against a slower deck. So with this, the goal is to try to get a bunch of armor in the early game, save your coins, save your Invenerate, so that you can cast the Celestial Alignment early. You want to hold on to your Biology projects and Nourishes if you can, for whenever you cast the Celestial Alignment, so the turn after that, you can use them to cast 3 to 4 to 5 spells that first turn, and then hopefully combo off. If you can't combo off, that's what the Scrapyard Colossus and the Fizzy Elementals are for. You can drop them, hide behind them. Fizzy Elemental can trade with Mecha Cthulhu, Malgos. It can trade with Giants in Dark Glare. It can trade with a lot. Pump minions and Odd Paladin, and still provide you with a large taunt minion. That's what it's great for. So I use the Nourishes here to get a bunch of mana. Typically when you go off, you really need a Ultimate Infestation, because that's where your card draw is. Or the new version of Malgos. We have no need to win the game this turn. We're just gonna try and drop a bunch of big taunt minions, gain mana, and set up for next turn, because there's no way he can kill us in Big Priest, so we're just going to set up for a surefire win next turn. So this is most likely Secret Mage, so we're going to toss back everything that isn't Mana Excel or gets us armor, draws cards, or is Celestial Alignment. This can normally be a rough matchup for Malygos Druid. You have to gain a whole lot of armor early game while trying to not let your key armor gains and card draws and mana excels get hit by counterspells. And so it can be a little troublesome. This version, because you don't need the armor so much for the Celestial Alignment turn, because you can just drop a Scrapyard Colossus, it's not as important, and this matchup is greatly in our favor. So we just cast the first spell we can to test to see if it's counterspell. It's not, so now we know until they play another spell that we're good to play everything and Celestial Alignment is safe. We could cast Biology Project and Coin to cast Celestial Alignment, but we'd rather save the Biology Project for after we do Celestial Alignment so we can get more spells in the first turn. Instead, we're going to cast Archmage Vargoth for some board presence. He's not much needed right now, so it's a good little thing to do with him. So now we're going to cast all of our Biology Projects and Norses to gain a bunch of mana, so we can drop a bunch of dudes, draw a bunch of cards, and hopefully set up for win next turn. After we pop the Ice Block. we're gonna opt to just beat them to death to trigger the ice block rather than using the ultimate infestation. Do it because then we'll draw a bunch of cards and we'll take a bunch of damage needlessly. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. This is gonna be the end of the video. I hope you guys like it. As always, remember to like, subscribe, and comment below. If you do comment below, I do a drawing at the end of the first week of this video, and someone's gonna win some packs. Alright guys, take care.